Alright. It's on to the sorting now. I feel like I should maybe have it just a little bit closer. Okay, that's pretty good. Plus light and dark gray. Yeah, the ones you sent me, I mean, they're your natural elephant colors. They look good. They look very good. It's a good design. Did you build it yourself, or did you find it online or something? Is it an original design? Oop. But yeah, as for Mos Eisley, it is still kind of like Barracuda Bay is the sort of thing I'd much rather be putting those kind of dollars towards right now. But $100 off makes it a lot better value. It's still not the best value or anything, but it makes it a lot better value. And I'm rounding up significantly. I realize that it's more like $80, $90 off or whatever, but your boy be tempted. Your boy be tempted. But Star Wars, exactly. Exactly. You can tell I really want something when I keep finding excuses for why I don't need it. We'll probably get to build it at some point. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but someday. Later that day, TSG was building Mos Eisley. Oh, hey nerd, how are you doing? Well, that came out weird. The inflection was weird. How are you doing? Thanks for dropping in. It's good to see you. Here for some Lego chills. You based off a little pic of an old Lego store calendar and a friend helped me figure out the parts. I remember you saying that now, actually. I remember you saying that it was from a calendar. That's cool. Good job. You're good? I'm glad to hear it. I'm feeling pretty tired after last night. I did end up staying up a little bit playing Dragon Ball FighterZ just a little bit on my Switch, and then I finally went to bed and conked out. And oh my god, actually this morning I had like the worst thing that happens to me when I'm sleeping is occasionally I'll just wake up in immense pain because of a calf cramp. Looking forward to nulling with a Simply Square. if I ever get it. Yeah, I always, or not always, but I really frequently wake up with a really horrible, just impossibly painful cramp in my left calf. And that happened again this morning. I don't know what time it was. It must have been like 4 AM or so. But I just like wake up like just screaming in pain. Well, not screaming, but like, you know what I'm saying. Just really, really painful, and Darcy is like, what the hell's going on? What the hell's going on? Then she realizes it's a cramp, and she's trying to tell me to get out of bed and walk around. I'm like, I can't get out of bed. I feel like I'm going to collapse if I put any weight on it. It's not fun. Those cramps aren't fun. And it happened last night, and I didn't enjoy it. Did not enjoy it. And it actually still hurts now. That's the thing. Whenever that happens, it ends up hurting for days afterwards. Like my calf feels really tender for ages. Does this happen to anybody else, or is it just me? You realize today that your mum hasn't watched any of the MCU movies? We went through... My mum was living with me for a little while, and we went through and watched most of them with her, and she ended up being... She's actually quite into it now. She's been enjoying WandaVision and stuff. That's WandaVision, not Long Division. We started off by introducing her to the Captain America movies because we thought she'd like the first one because it was like, you know, set during wartime and stuff. And then she just fell in love with Captain America, so it was easy to just go through. We basically watched every movie that had Captain America in it and went through like that sort of through line. And then she went back before watching Infinity War. She went back and watched like the Iron Man movies, the Thor movies, and all that sort of thing. And it was really nice. It's good. She got really into it in the end. Why would we think that it's long division? I've just had people ask if that's what I was saying. Like they've thought that I have said long division when I was talking about WandaVision. Need to send me stretching to do? I ain't gonna stretch. I'm just gonna keep getting leg cramps, and then just complain about it on stream. You don't gotta send me leg stretches. Oh my god. Sometimes you wake up really bad cramp in the back of your leg, and yeah, it hurts the next 3 days. That's what I'm talking about. And what are we gonna do about it? Nothing. Cause we're men, and men don't do stuff about stuff. Yeah. We just drink beer and eat the chicken nugget. Yeah. Stump. Exactly. Yeah, men. I used to get that a lot when I was exercising all the time. Well, I'm certainly not exercising all the time. I don't have that kind of excuse, Moondogger. Instead, I just do Lego. Yeah, see, you guys get me? Men! We're men. We don't do stuff about stump. We just whine about it. It's fine. Drink beer and snort sawdust. Exactly. Man. I like that. You just have problems sleeping? I think you've said that before, Wee Jesus. Hence why you're always in our streams, which are on in the middle of the night. Beer and sports. Man. Perfect. Exactly.
Men don't get cramps. We are men.
Cramps.
Men we are.
Men we are. Strong men. Making you hungry? Nuggets? And the beer too? Must be time for a cold Saturday beer. Oh, I could go for a cold one. But I've learned in the past that A, drinking on stream, not great. B, drinking while building Lego, even worse. I couldn't imagine combining the two. I'm already really sleepy as well. I feel like it would just knock me out if I went and grabbed a beer. How you doing, Crafts in the Dungeon? Welcome in. It's good to see you. Knocking over my fins over here, SMH. Stonka Musos. Do I play chess? I used to when I was a kid. I had and still have a really nice Harry Potter wizard chess set. The original one that they made. I used to like taking that to school and playing with it when it was like middle of winter and we had rainy days or whatever. Indoor lunch, indoor recess. But I was never particularly good at it. I know that there's been like a weird kind of resurgence of chess, like as people playing it online. I see people tweeting about it all the time. And I know other people like streaming it a lot. I don't know if that's my bag, baby. I can't say that there'll be a chess stream at any point in the future, but I have observed that it's been very popular. Yeah, it's not the sort of thing that I'm good at. I'm not good at the whole thinking 4 steps ahead. I can barely think 0.5 of a step ahead. I can barely plan what I'm doing at any given moment. So chess really is not my forte. Sorry to disappoint you if you were hoping for chess streams. Yeah, I guess it's part of lockdown. That's a good point. I don't even know what a shikamaru is, but sure. I don't know the meaning of the word. Your brain skips steps of normal tasks. Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm a nightmare in the kitchen. If I don't have the recipe in front of me, I will just completely forget about entire steps. Like the time I made a pizza and I had cut up pumpkin and then steamed it in the microwave, and then forgot about it and left it in the microwave. And the next morning when I went to microwave something, I was like, why is there a bowl of pumpkin in the microwave? And then I was really annoyed because I'd managed to eat the pizza and not even notice that it was missing pumpkin, although I'd noticed that it wasn't very good. That's because it didn't have pumpkin on it. Hey Dazil, how you doing? Nice set, I know, right? Oh, it's a character from Naruto? That makes sense. That explains why I have no idea what you're talking about. I need to adjust my seat. I'm sorry. It's very annoying. It keeps getting stuck on the mat on the floor. Why is that a question, Heropon? What does it look like? What does it look like I'm doing? Was the hint not in the title where I say, wait, I do say Lego Tentivy, right? Yeah, Lego 75244 Tentivy 4. Come on, keep up. Your uncle taught you a strategy to win a game in 3 moves. Yes, I have won quite a few games that way in my time. But the enemy happens to move their pawn in front of the kind that strategy is useless. Yes. Yeah, if I don't win that way, then I don't win. At best, I'll get a stalemate. It looks like Lego, but it could be Lego, so I'm not sure. I'm too tired for this. I'm too tired for this. I should stop streaming now. I just started and I'm already like, whoa, I'm too tired for that kind of crap. All the same, hello. Welcome, Heropon. Roy Terp's here as well. You haven't watched it yet, but that kind of stuff annoys you too. No more food talk? Okay, no more food talk. I'm sorry. I watched Queen Gambit and got so annoyed by the amount of continuity errors with piece placement constantly changing the tournament scenes. Were they not... I haven't seen it. Were they meant to be like montages? That sort of thing... When I worked on short films in high school, I cared very, very much about continuity. Continuity is something that really bothers me as well. Because it can be so simple to get it right, but it comes down to... Hello? It comes down to the fact that in editing, these things can be affected, right? In editing, the editor has to do their best to try and save a scene somehow, and sometimes the only way is to, like, well, either the scene doesn't work or we have a continuity error. You know, we can't have it both ways. So they got to just make that compromise. So one example is Star Wars, which, you know, I'm sure you're aware, Barnsdale, famously was saved on the editing floor. There's several scenes where R2-D2 reacts to stuff, and once you know, you can't not notice it when you watch the movie, but they use the exact same shot of R2-D2 turning his head in a close-up several times in the movie. I think it's 3 times. I think there's once, like, I think the actual shot is from when they're on the Falcon, but there's a part where they're like in Obi-Wan's house and they use that shot. And then there's another one when they're in the Death Star and they use it again, I think. So there you go, that's the thing. Most people would notice those subtleties. Yeah, exactly. Oh, you mean with the pieces? They're meant to be real-time play, but the pieces always move around. Yeah, well, most people aren't gonna notice. You know, most people aren't like you and me. Boya, welcome. How are you? Thank you for dropping in. You know, some stormtrooper bonks his head. That is true and hilarious. And I think they did a homage to that in... sorry, an homage to that in Mandalorian as well. If I'm not mistaken, there's another part where... a stormtrooper bonks their head on a door. Like, that's so embedded in canon that stormtroopers are always bonking their heads, and I think that's hilarious. It's such a great thing to have in canon. In retrospect, I should have been sorting these up here.
Wow.
This is a dangerous game I'm playing. Welcome back, Ewookie. Have we gotten the Sith boy? We did not. We never managed to get the Sith boy. Hereupon, I'm sorry to say, we are long out of boosters. It's been several streams without any boosters now, and the Sith boy was not ours. We did not summon him. Bear with me. This isn't taking as long as I sort of thought it might. There we go. R2 is the only character whose lines were all bleeped out of the movies. Ha, that's funny. I fricked up the nulling. I know. It's all good. It's all good. It looks fine. It looks fine. Hey, leaf lifts. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna have to just call you Leaf. I keep messing it up. I always want to say leaflets. I could just call you that too. That's cute. Speedrun is taking a while, so I'm gonna restart. AKA copy paste my message. I'm working on a speedrun to get banned by TSG. We're shooting for world record. I'll just skip that last word and it's not a problem. I know, leaflets. That's what I gotta call you. I'm sorry. I have problems apparently. Leaf is good? Okay, good. I don't know what it is. It's something about it makes it a tongue twister for me. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know how I managed to put those in 2 separate areas. And yes, ship time, Leaf. We will finish this today. We have just started the 4th bag. And there's plenty of time. The night is young. It is only 4:40. We've actually started building. We've finished nulling and started building only 40 minutes into the stream. That is a new record. You had a cool Lego set. It was older Luke's shack. Yes, I have that. His hut on Ahch-To. It's a very nice set actually. I'm quite fond of it. I really liked that aesthetic. The aesthetic of that whole planet in The Last Jedi. When The Last Jedi was coming out, that was one of my most anticipated sets. I'm still surprised that they never did that's the only old Luke that they've ever done a minifigure of. Red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather, leaf lifts. Nah, leaf lifts is harder for me. I'm so tired of anti-air in fighters. Oh, are you playing Dragon Ball FighterZ as well? Wee Jesus, nice. Dude, we should play sometimes. If we finish early enough today, I will unironically at all the gamers in Discord and say, let's play Dragon Ball FighterZ. When did you buy it? Because it's actually on sale in Australia right now. Okay, I've been pitching this game for days now. I've been pitching it to anybody that'll listen. I've already convinced a couple of people to buy it. If Moondogger is still here, he's one of those people that I convinced to buy it. If you own a Switch and you've been sort of being like, man, I wish there was a really good 2D fighter that was just like easy to pick up, difficult to master, really, really pretty, lots of fun with characters I sort of recognize enough to be comfortable enough with the game. Here's the thing, you don't need to be a fan of Dragon Ball necessarily to like Dragon Ball FighterZ, because it's such a solid game. It doesn't matter if you know the characters, if you know their stories. It's like the equivalent of just being kind of familiar with the characters in like Street Fighter or whatever. You know, you know enough about them to be like, oh yeah, that's Ryu. I don't know who that guy is, but that's Chun-Li. It's you know, you just gotta you just kind of work it out. Dragon Ball FighterZ is such a good game. It is a game using 3D models with incredible shaders that completely convince you that you are playing a 2D fighting game. It is fast, it is fluid, easy to learn, difficult to master, because every single super move that you can do, or nearly every move that you can do, is a Hadouken, right? Like, it doesn't get more complicated than a Hadouken. Duro J, thank you for the David Lynch hair. $60 there. Yeah, wait for it to go on sale. It's on sale on the eShop in Australia right now. Do I main Goku? Generally, I do play as Goku, just Super Saiyan Goku, yes. Because my hair looks like his. Yeah, I do. Can we get some That's Gone Super in the chat, please, by the way? Not to cause a disturbance in the force, and Splinter is fine, but little guy's a klutz. He ended up tripping while on his wheel on getting a small boo-boo on his skin, so took him to the breeder for a once-over. He's good to go. Got some upkeep to do. Oh, that's so cute. Poor little thing. Oh, I hope he's okay. Speedy recovery for him. Speedy recovery for him. Yeah, Heropon, I know you're in the US, mate. I'm sure it'll go on sale again in the US, but here in Australia, it's currently on sale for like 85% off on the Switch eShop. And I would love to have more people to play it with. So if it sounds like the sort of game that you're interested in, it plays sort of like Marvel vs. Capcom. It's got a 3-character system where you pick 3 characters at a time, and you have to defeat all of your opponent's 3 characters to win. I just have a lot of fun with it. I love just sitting down and chilling with it. And playing a few rounds. I mostly play with CPUs, but if people in the Square Gang got it, then we could all play together as well. I just picked up the 3rd DLC pack. It was on sale for $18 or something. Sorry, no, the 2nd DLC pack. The 3rd one's not on sale yet. The 2nd one, which has young Goku, which is awesome, except it's based on his appearance in Dragon Ball GT, which I haven't seen and don't plan to see because it's not canon. But still, he's a lot of fun to play as. And on another thing as well, the Ultimate Edition, which is the game plus the first DLC pack, is available for $21 Australian or some such. It's good value. That's all I'm saying. I'd love to play with people. I'm not sponsored by Dragon Ball FighterZ, at least not yet. Where the heck does this go? Oh, down there? Okay. I don't even dare play online because I know I would get pummeled. The thing that got me into the game was a few years ago when my mom was living with me. She and I and Darcy, we all watched a live stream. This is long before I started streaming on Twitch, but it was a live stream of a Dragon Ball FighterZ tournament. And it was awesome. It was so much fun to watch. The guy we were rooting for didn't win though. His name was Bambaban. Mum decided we were rooting for him because he wasn't wearing a uniform that had like sponsors on it. She's like, nah, look at this kid. He knows what he's doing. He's real cool. He's real calm. He's got there on his own. He's got there completely on skill and merit. He doesn't need sponsors. He's just there to have a good time, blah, blah. We did like him. He seemed like a good guy. What are my opinions on Super Paper Mario for the Wii? I don't really have any because I never played it. I didn't like that it was less of an RPG than the previous 2 games in the series, which I also haven't played, because I'd heard that they're incredible, and then this one was like a weird platformer thing, so I never played it. How many bags are in this set? There are 13 bags. We are currently on bag number 4. He's a brat and loves attention so much. I couldn't leave him in the car while I did all my errands, and he wanted everyone to pet him. Oh, it's so cute. I was like, COVID little dude, but the reptile store people I let play with him because they constantly wash their hands. Ah, very good. That makes sense. Thank you for posting That's Gone Super, by the way. Baby 2 is where it's at. Is he in one of the DLC packs? Do I have Baby 2? Do you mean Baby Boo? Kid Boo or something? Baby 2. What is Baby 2? I'm confused by that. Thank you very much for the follow, by the way, Mario. Speak of the devil, and he follows the stream. Welcome to the Square Gang. Squid Gang! Rise up and break blocks to get coins. I appreciate the follow very much. Convince him made it work to get it for his Switch as well. Yes, Moondog, we're gonna have a little gang of people playing it. It's also on sale for the Switch. Yeah, that's what brought it all up, Cloakroom. I think I'm caught up on chat. And oh, Nathan, you do own the game already. Excellent, dude. We should totally play it. Dude, we should totally play it. We Jesus played it for about a year. I'm yeah, about the same for me. I think I've seen everything now. I think I'm caught up. Yeah, who do you mean when you say Super Baby 2 from GT? All right, hold on. I haven't seen GT, so I don't know who that is. Oh, I recognize him. Yeah. Yeah, but he's not in Dragon Ball FighterZ, is he? I'm with you. Should I get the game? Ewok, it depends on if you want to play a fighting game. Like, look at some trailers and see if it looks interesting to you. But I do suggest that if you get it, it's probably worth getting the first DLC pack with it. So getting the Ultimate Edition, which includes the DLC, because it's a lot cheaper to get it that way than to buy the game standalone, even on sale, and then buy the first DLC pack, even on sale. That will work out more expensive. But that's just me. Just, yeah. Check it out. See if you like it. No, not Kid Goku. He's like a... I know that he fused with... Or I don't know if fused is what actually happened, but there's like Super Baby 2 Vegeta, which is maybe what you'll recognize. Just if you Google Super Baby 2, you'll see it for a G-Feed. I remember seeing it on not Tazos, but like I think they're called Discs or something, or Discs or something. It was a competitor to Tazos, and for those who don't know, Tazos are like Pogs in Australia, except they were plastic. I don't think were Pogs plastic, or were they always just cardboard? Yeah, see, you remember him. I remember seeing him on those. It was around that time when those were popular at my school. Man, wouldn't it be great, right? Tazos thing back here too. Yeah, right. Wouldn't it be great to have something like that again? Like, damn, we don't get cool stuff like that anymore. It's all about individual blind bags. I'd much rather just be able to buy like a packet of chips and get a heckin' Tazo, man. Bring back Tazos. This is all right. This is a new ordinance of the Square Gang, right? When the Square Gang becomes the Square Cult, and then we form the Square Army. Once we've abolished time zones, right? The first thing that we're doing is we're reintroducing Tazos. I know. Thank you. This is a brilliant moment. Yes, I know. This is absolutely Tazos. We got to bring them back. We got to bring Tazos back. Darcy, welcome in. Just going to get the washing, but I'm present. Welcome, Darcy. Thank you for being present. How do you feel about us bringing back Tazos?
Hello?
See, Jesus is with me. We got to bring in the Tazos. We've got to have Tazos back. Absolutely. It's got to happen. Yeah, Froji feeds on board. Prizes and cereal was never a really thing here. The closest that we got was some promotions where, like, famously you would get something like Age of Empires in a cereal box. But other than that, we didn't really have prizes in cereal boxes. So it seems like a very American thing that we would hear about in cartoons and stuff, but would never really experience here. Yeah, Tazos will bring fun to everyone. It'll be like Dayman. Ooh, the fighter of the night, man. Ooh, champion of the sun. He's a master of karate and friendship for everyone. But it'll be Tazos that he'll be truly mastering. I don't really know what I'm talking about, and I apologize. Yeah, look, long story short, we should bring back Tazos. It'd be so good. I would just love to be able to just collect Tazos. What are they, Ewoki? Maybe you're a little young. They were plastic discs that you would get in chip packets. and they would have like cartoon and anime characters on them. They did like holographic card ones that had Pokemon on them, like ventricular ones. And then there was when Yu-Gi-Oh was like the big thing, you could get steel Yu-Gi-Oh Tarzos, and I've still got those. I've still got all of our Tarzos, actually. A lot of ours were ones that my brothers collected when I was too young, or not born yet. And I've got those. I've got most of those as well. But a good deal of them were mine. There was Simpsons ones at one point where they were cardboard and they had Velcro on one side. And the idea was you could buy separately essentially a tennis ball on an elastic band, and you would have the tennis ball in your hand, and you had to have all of your Simpsons discs on the floor, on the ground or whatever, with the Velcro side up, and you would throw the tennis ball at them, and they would stick to it, and they would come back to your hand, and you'd be like, these are the ones I've got. It's kind of weird. Nothing to do with Simpsons, but I had quite a few of those as well. I could probably find them somewhere. I'm impressed that they had Tarzos in India. You remember kids waiting after I'm assuming you grew up in India as well. I remember kids waiting after they had bought chips packets, which used to give Tarzos along, and asking the shopkeeper, yo, where's my Tarzos? Wait, like when they didn't have them anymore? Like when they weren't making them, they'd be like getting all up in the shopkeeper's face, like, bro, where's my Tarzos? That is kind of funny. Lost mine when my family shifted from another city to the one where we live now. Oh, that's unfortunate. Don't you hate losing that sort of thing? And right, so, and yeah, those things. So, Nathan, they're basically the equivalent of Pogs. You remember Pogs? Well, they're back. Wait, you remember Alf? Well, he's back in Pog form. Doing a lot of building on the underside of this thing right now. I'm sorry to hear that you lost yours. That's a real bummer. Ah! You're too young for those. The thing when I was young was Beyblades. We had Beyblade Tarzos as well, actually. I was super into Beyblades. I was crazy about it. And they did Tarzo Beyblades where you would get them in the chip packet, and they would be in like a cardboard frame, and you'd have to punch them out. They're like plastic coated cardboard, I think. You would punch them out, and then you'd have these like little bits, and you'd have to assemble it together, and you would get a little spinning top. They were like ghetto Beyblades. They were awesome. I had loads of them. I've probably still got them somewhere as well, but harder to collect. You couldn't put those in a folder, you know. Occasionally, like every now and then, I go and look on eBay for Tarzos, and I'm just sad because they're so expensive to get. You don't ever see anyone actually buying them. They never seem to sell, but people want a lot for them, you know? If anyone's got Tarzos and you don't want them, send them my way. I've got a parcel locker now. You just gotta ask. It'll be great to just be able to collect something like that. Like, obviously I collect Lego, but I don't collect anything that's like just small and cheap, you know, and easy to just get a few. I'm not into any trading card games or anything like that, mostly because that gets too expensive as well, and I feel like I obsess too much over getting certain cards. Darth Vader, but like unironically. And it always seems to be like a short-lived thing for me as well. When I do get into trading cards or whatever. It doesn't last all that long. Your school's obsessed with them, but they got banned when a kid put sharp scrap metal in his tops. Oh my god. I mean, schools famously love to ban anything fun, like any kind of fun fad like that. But that's genuinely dangerous. That's insane. I had one friend that had he had got like a cheap a cheap Beyblade from a $2 shop or something, but it had this really heavy weight in it. So the old school ones that you used to be able to get when I was a kid, unlike the new ones, they had a metal disc that would sit in them to give them all this weight. So like it was like sandwiched between all the plastic pieces. I'm sorry, like just to be old man square for a second, but the original Beyblades were so much cooler than the new current ones. They were bigger, and they were about like that big, whereas the new ones are like that big. So like they used to be like this big, and I feel like the new ones are like only that big or something. But they were so much better. There was more parts to them. You had to like put it together, and you could really customize them. You could mix and match them. But yeah, so this kid had got one of these metal weights from a cheap one that was way too heavy. Like it was way heavier than any other Beyblade. And he put that in his normal Beyblade and just made it unstoppable. It would just plow through any other Beyblade. They'd just go flying off because they were too damn light compared to it. It pissed me off. It was cheating, basically. You ever had any? I don't know why, but my mom never got me them. Ah, damn it, mom. You should go up to her and just be like, TSG wants to know why you never got me any Beyblades. Didn't you love me? Don't do that. Don't do that. I don't want people's mums thinking I'm a bad influence. I am such a good influence. I'm such a good influence, okay? Don't do that. Let it rip. Yeah, right. Oh my god. What a great thing that we grew up with. But that said, the anime was not great. The anime was pretty average. No, don't do it, Brent. Don't do it. Were there Beyblades in Happy Meals? I don't. To my knowledge, they never did a collaboration, but maybe in Burger King or something like that, Amazon's. There were Treasure Planet spinning tops from McDonald's around the same time. Maybe you're thinking of those. Smart Engineering. It was Smart Engineering, but it wasn't a regulation Beyblade weight. It was a non-regulation part, therefore cheating. But I also remember being like, I gotta go and get me one of these heavy Beyblades, and I was never able to find the same one that he had with the same weight. I just wanted to be able to compete. It was clever engineering, but it was also cheating. Did we ever fly kites? If we're talking about stuff we did when we were younger. Not really such a thing that we ever did, but my parents used to travel overseas a lot for work, and one trip they brought back a couple of kites. I think it was from China. I've still got one of them. I think it's in my garage. It was this beautiful dragon with like a cardboard, like sort of skeleton, not cardboard, but like a wooden skeleton that gave it actual shape to its body, like it had a rib cage kind of thing. And it had like beautiful wings. I've still got it, I'm sure I do. That one we never actually flew. That one I just had hanging from a shelf in my bedroom because it was too precious. But they also got a massive one, like way bigger than this table, that was a squid. And we did fly that more than once. It was very difficult to get it up in the air, but once it got up, because it was really large, but once it was up there, it flew, baby. Like, it was awesome. That was a really good kite. It had like really long like tentacles, like streamer like tentacles that would flap in the wind. That was, yeah, you've really brought back some good memories there. Good call, Fergie. So I take it that was something you were into as well, flying kites? The common box kite was once used for drying wet string. You two hold grudges for millennia like Square. I truly do. It's not so much I hold a grudge, it's just these things that I remember. I remember a lot of weird things like that from my childhood. Oh, Mr. Fancy Pants with his garage. Well, what do you call it, corn curls? You liked flying kites but never really flew them? Yeah, that's basically how I felt too. It was something we didn't do very often. A car hole. I'm glad you finished it. This fancy guy with his cashews and almonds, too good for the peanuts we get in the monkey pits. What is that? Is that Simpsons as well? That doesn't sound like Simpsons. I say garage fancy, yes, because I'm a fancy pants. I still fly kites and we just get cheap ones, like we get 30 for just 100 rupee. Oh my god, that is really cheap. Yeah, around two Australian dollars. That's really cheap. That's awesome. We get cheap ones because we don't just fly them. Oh, that's awesome. You dual kites? Okay, you got to tell us more. How does that work? That's me. It's not Corey. Okay, good. That's good. Welcome, Real Duck. Thank you for oofing at us. You're never into Beyblades? Oh, God, I had so much fun with them. I was the one kid with a Beyblade Stadium, and I don't think I have it anymore. I think we got rid of it, unfortunately. I'm pretty sure I kept the Beyblades, but I sold the Stadium, which was foolish because looking back, it's actually the Stadiums that are worth the most money now. I think I sold it at a garage sale, but I had a Blizzard Stadium. It was blue and white, and I remember I got it on clearance at Big W for $10 or something. Usually they're like $40 or $50. It was ridiculous how expensive they were for just a big piece of flimsy plastic. But I got mine for $10, and yeah, I was the only kid with one. We had a paved area in our backyard that we called the basketball court. We had a basketball hoop. Regulation height basketball hoop on it, but really it was just like a car park at the back of our house sort of thing. But when there was no cars on it, I used to go out there and let the Beyblades rip and see how long you could get them to stay on there for. And sometimes we'd have the battles on there, but it was such a wide space they'd end up just drifting apart from each other, and that's why the stadiums were so good, because it would force them in towards each other. Real Duck is not actually here, going to sleep, but I had an oof. I do have an oof. Thank you very much for dropping in, Real Duck. It's great to see you. You have a great night. Sleep well. Corn Curls, for the record, the way the way tags work on Twitch is you can't just add anything. It has to be something on their list. So I suggest Google the Twitch tags list and pick one that you want me to add. If I could add anything, I would obviously add Square Gang, but you can't just add anything, unfortunately. You got to pick from their list. I'm guessing too many people were putting in like boobies or something like that. I'll stop just for you, Dwayne, because I expect your rockliness. What? Will you guys stop throwing stuff? Wait, what is happening? My leg is always getting scratchy, and then I end up doing like side mustache on the on the screen. I apologize for that. I don't know why Corn Curls and Barnstar are throwing stuff. So dueling kites is when we attach thread covered in powdered glass, oh my god, with normal kind of kite flying thread. We attach them to spools of thread, which is around 100 to 200 threads, because we never know how far up the kite might have to go. That sounds really dangerous. I was never the only kid with something, except for when I chipped my tooth. Then I was the only kid with chipped tooth. I'm sorry. I wasn't special for having this Beyblade Stadium. I was very lucky I found it on clearance. I think I might have even bought it with my own money. That wasn't a rich kid thing. It wasn't a rich kid flex. Bansar and I are throwing nuts on the stage. Oh, I see. Yes, just like that. Virtual nuts. No harm done then. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. Onwards. We've nearly finished our bag. Why do you feel so bad, Bread? Don't encourage them? I'll try not to encourage them. I'm sorry. It's easy to encourage them. It's not too dangerous because we attach that glass thread in such a way that when the kite gets far, only the normal kind of thread is in our hand and the glass thread is nearer to the kite. So, oh, I see. So cut down the other kites. I thought that might have been where you were going with that. That's really badass. I'm impressed. It sounds like it would be really fun. What the hell am I doing here? My god, I'm confusing myself so much. I want them to be oriented the same way.
Don't encourage us. Please don't encourage us. Whatever you do, do not encourage us. At all. Just don't.
Just don't? Alright, I'm sorry, I won't encourage you then. Oh, wait! Wait, Bread, wait, did you actually ask her? You said BRB before. Oh no, Bread, what? I asked her and she responded, I haven't gotten used to the fact that you have a terrible mom. Oh no, Bread! Why did you go ask her? I said not to do that. Oh my god, no! I can't believe she said that. Oh my god. Oh my god, that is heartbreaking. This is not what I wanted. This is not what I wanted at all. Oh man.
Oh man, this is gonna suck.
At least it'll give us something to complain about.
Oh man, this sucks.
Sucks. Sucks. You have your eye on a Lego fountain via Bricklink, but no, I want to buy Beyblades for Bread. Oh my gosh. I don't know if that was Bread's master plan.
We need no encouragement. Square Barnstar and I are perfectly capable of encouraging each other.
Okay, I'll just leave you guys to encourage each other then. No, this is not what I wanted. I just said this is not what I wanted.
This is true.
This is a disaster. We joke about me being a terrible kid and her being a terrible mom, but still just, I'm sorry, mom. Can you please go? Did you say that TSG wants to know? Did you bring me up in this? Was I involved? Because if so, I need you to go apologize for me on my behalf. I said I don't want people to think I'm a bad I don't want people's parents thinking I'm a bad influence, but here you are. Oh, jeez. Thanks for all the 10 bits, guys. With great power comes great responsibility. Hey, who are you to be talking, buddy? You're the one with great power around here. Where does this go? Good, it holds that down. I was hoping that there would be something like that. Okay, I missed 3 pieces. She doesn't... I don't think she knows who you are. Okay, good. Good. Does she know you watch streams? I'm interested, like... Kids in the chat that watch streams, like, do your parents know that you're watching streams? Like, not that there's anything wrong with watching streams, it's just like, do they think it's weird? Like, why are you watching some dude play a video game? Couldn't you be a normal kid and play a video game yourself? I feel like that's what my parents would say. Froji Feed's parents know. This is the power Troy has in the square cult. Whenever I talk about you to my family, they get confused until I say, the guy that I got the bird shirt from. That's really cute. I like that. People are talking about kites and nuts and stuff, and I'm just lost. Darcy, we were talking about Tarzos and how much we miss Tarzos and we want Tarzos back.
Man, Lego gets me so hyped.
This is a scam. This is a trick. Don't fall for it. Amazon's is trying to start a hype train because she loves living vicariously, and just don't fall through it. Don't fall for it. It's a trap. I gotta add an "it's a trap" meme. I gotta add that to my list right now. Actually, hold on. Where's my notes? Here we go. Okay. I said don't.
Don't fall for it. Oh wait.
Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. Emma Barnstar, thank you for the 100 bits. You fell for it. You absolute chumps. You chumps, you fell for it. This is you guys right now. That's you guys right
Someone say
now.
hype train.
I said scam. Wait, did I say hype train? I meant to say scam train. This is a scam. Amazon's a scamming you all. That goes here. Okay. We have finished bag 4 though. Thanks for starting a hype train, guys. You crazy people. What is a hype train? Hype train's a thing where a bunch of people have cheered 100 bits, and then because
Damn it, we all fell for it.
you all fell for it. You all fell for it. A bunch of people have cheered 100 bits, and then one person comes in and does something that completes the hype train, and then a bunch of people get emotes. That's usually how it goes down. I feel like you've got some notification system set up for whenever there's a hype train. Targo has a sixth sense for it. Every time I just want to lurk, we have to just start throwing bits at the streamer. This has happened before. I'm not going to sit here and pretend this is the first time this has happened, but you guys got to control yourselves, please, because I don't want more wallets breaking today. I think today's bit should go to my Beyblade's fund. So now Barnstar has gifted a sub to Based on Gaming, which put the hype train from level 1 to 75%. So amazing. Barnstar, 375 gifted subs in the channel, spread across 12 different account names or something. Thank you very much. Amidst this hype train, I'd love to see some new bag hype, because we're up to bag number 5. Thank you very much for answering my facetious what is a hype train. You're welcome. You're welcome. I just wanted to make sure that you knew. Contrail? Montreal? Montreal is correct. Yes, we're going to Montreal with this hype train. You're too broke? That's fine. Don't be broke. I mean, it's like, have you tried not being poor? I mean, don't break it worse by cheering. It's not necessary. Thank you for the hype, everybody. Let's open it up properly with a knife. Well, a scalpel. Barnstar, thank you for gifting a sub to Based on Gaming. And thank you everybody so much who has cheered 100 bits so far. You're all wonderful. I don't deserve it, but I heckin' appreciate it. I have been well, Taco. Thank you for asking. I hope you've been well too. Thank you so much for dropping in. It's good to see you.
Like these peanuts.
Only throw money you do have, like these peanuts. Perfect. Corn kills. That's enough. That's enough. Thanks for 100 bits. You've nearly completed level 1. Nearly. Leaf is now contributing. Thank you. No TTS, Leaf? Come on. Gotta check in the square, gang. It's always lovely to see you, Taco. Taco, a lovely taco. Oh, it's a lovely taco. I'm officially old now. Wait, is it your birthday, Leaf? What? Nani? The real question that no one will answer is, what is a gift sub? What Barnstar did a second ago, a gift sub is where you gift a subscription to someone else, Duro J. I think you know though, because you've done 100 of them at once before, so... our guy really said don't be broke. Yeah, great advice. Can we not clip that one bit?
You need a TTS to go along with your bitties.
Yeah, we need the TTS. Exactly. You're old in 6 days. Oh, Taco, is it your birthday? Taco, is it nearly your birthday? Oh my gosh. 30 seconds left, gang. Thank you very much for the hype train. You guys are amazing. I appreciate it so much. Happy birthday to whoever has their birthday today. Apparently it's Leaf, yeah. Heck yeah, happy birthday, Leaf. The real fun one is 40 tier 3 gift subs. I do not wish to see it. Please. That's like $1,000 or something. Corn Curls, he did it.
Get this over.
He did it. Corn and Barnstar. You guys fought to complete that level 1. There you go. Now everyone gets emotes. Everybody that contributed to the hype train gets level 1 emotes. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. Leaf can tell you how fun it is. Oh, please do, Leaf. Leaf, please do tell me all about it. Taco, are you doing a special stream for your birthday? I hope you are. I hope you get nice and drunk, because it was really fun when you got drunk on stream for New Year's. That was great. I really enjoyed that. Barnstar, Corn Curls, thank you so much. You guys are the MVPs for that one. Fighting over the train conductor badge. You guys got it to level 2. Good job, gang. Good job. You're all amazing. Thank you so much. Duro just likes breaking streamers. I don't know. I didn't know that about him. I wasn't aware of this. That may have been too drunk. I'm still traumatized. You don't even remember it, do you? You were. It was great. It was great.
Oh shucks.
Oh shucks yourself, Barnstar. Oh shucks yourself, buddy. Another 100 bits, dude. Please. Please. Fun fact: no one here. No, definitely not. I've never seen an example of this. Second, I pre-ordered Little Nightmares 2 to stream on my birthday, then got an email saying that your pre-order was cancelled because apparently your PayPal broke and your debit card doesn't exist anymore. What? I agree with nerd. What the heck? Wait, Plaza? Did Brian say Plaza? That's so frustrating, Taco. My god. That sound was perfectly timed, I agree. That is seriously a series of unfortunate events. Oh my gosh. I hope you can work it out. Don't get as drunk this time then. Take care of yourself this time. Don't give in to that peer pressure.
That's a bloody outrage.
It is a bloody outrage. We got to get that in there twice. Here's the thing, Taco. My favorite part about your stream was how you'd be like halfway through a sentence and then you just stop and then just like stare at your phone in silence for a few minutes and you just come back and be like, hey guys. Like it was the start of the stream or something. It was hilarious. It was amazing. But I know you didn't cope well the next day. Guys, this hype train, thank you so much. You guys are crazy. Love you all. Poor Taco. Poor sweet Taco. I don't know if I have any of these pieces. Have I had these before? Oh yeah, it was definitely a blast. I can agree. It was a blast to watch, and I imagine it was a blast to stream. Oh my gosh. It was the next day that you paid for your actions. Yeah, you paid for your crimes against humanity. Maybe what? Maybe what? You've had many pieces? Yeah, I just don't know if I have had these little ones before. I've got big quarter circle ones, but I don't know about these half circle ones. Yes, of course I could show everyone that hasn't seen the elephant. If anybody hadn't noticed this up at the top of the screen yet, I built this little elephant based on one that Musically showed me a photo of. I think I kind of want to have the ears down here. I kind of like that, or maybe like halfway up. Yeah, that looks good. He's got a swingy trunk. He's very cute. He's blue. He's got different shades of blue because yeah.
We left her ho drap thask 1 love tax 0 dr 0 p.
That was pretty good. That was a pretty good phonetic spelling there. All right, 20 seconds left, guys. Thank you so much for everybody that contributed to the hype train. You guys are amazing. I super heckin' appreciate it. You don't need to do it, but I appreciate it so much. Thank you all. Yeah, I didn't have all the pieces I needed all in the one color, so it was a bunch of different blues was the only way to do it. And I think it worked out really nicely. I have all the level 1 emotes, so no new ones for me, but if you got a new one, please go ahead and post it in the chat. Okay, I gotta turn my fan on. It was nice and cool this morning, but it's getting way too warm up here now. Hype shield, heck yeah, Amazon's looking good. Hopefully you guys can't hear the fan. Can you hear it when I'm talking or anything? Can you hear it in the background? I hope not. Because that would be irritating. You can't? Okay, good. Good. Hey, little PC, how are you? 2 days in a row, welcome in. Yeah, that's a good point. The music probably covers it up as well. And that's another thing. Is the music loud enough? Or do you want me to turn that up a little? You good? Just got home from work? Nice. How was your work day? Beast on Gaming, you're saying 9 the music isn't loud enough? I need to turn it up? Or you're saying 9 you can't hear the fan? I wish I knew why some of the sounds made that noise at the start. Hello, I am new here. Found your stream. This looks interesting. What is this? Is that you, bro? Was that you? How you doing, Olad? Thanks for dropping in. Building some Lego, bro. Dropping some Lego, bro. Can I reach it? I reached it. Hell yeah, that was you. Excellent, excellent. I got a good clip of you in there then. Thanks for dropping in, all lad. How's your day going? Or evening, I suppose. What time is it there now? About 10 o'clock? Seems about right. $10 yesterday. 12:23. Oof. Wait, AM. Jeez, I didn't realize it was that late for you guys right now. That sucks. God dang it. I wish I'd started earlier. I'm sorry, everyone. Although I know you work during the night, so this is like a good time for you, right? If I'm not mistaken. It's 10:23 p.m. for you right now. Okay, so that's not so bad. I had your time about right then. If I'd started earlier, I would have missed more though. I guess that's true. How was your road trip today, Corn Curls? I feel bad because I think I asked you like 3 or 4 times yesterday what road trip you were doing. And I don't think I ever actually saw an answer. I'm sure you answered, I just probably didn't see it because I am a bad streamer who doesn't pay attention to his chat. Taco Drop, you gotta pass out, go to sleep, and we'll talk to you another time. Hopefully sometime when you're not exhausted. Good night. Enjoy your lurk. I answered multiple times. Yes. Well, tell me one more time now that the chat's a bit quieter. 7:24 for us, Jutuza. Like PM, I'm guessing. Or are you in somewhere in Europe, so it's early morning right now? I'm glad you always enjoy your lurks, Taco. We always enjoy having you lurking. AM Europe. Okay, I'm with you. Hey, Sit Hero. Welcome in. I'm quite well, thank you. All the better for having you here. $5:25 p.m. for you. Oh, that's a good time then. This is like prime time for you, Cat on the Go. Welcome in. It's good to see you again as well. We have just finished sorting bag 5. Thankfully, this isn't assembly square, and it's not 600 to 800 pieces per bag like Orlad was telling us earlier about the assembly square. How many galleons would it cost to buy Happiness the game? I don't even... You know, it's meant to be like trivia questions that are like... that make sense. I don't even... What is A, what is Happiness the game? B, why would I purchase it in galleons? C, I'm going to give you your points back. Based on gaming, you're not really grasping the purpose of this channel reward. Manage reward requests. Where even is Stomp TSG? There it is. You got your money back.
Hello.
Been here for a while, lurk usually? Well, I hope you're enjoying your lurk, Cat. Thank you for being here. I did go to get water, heard the bell ring. Neighbors got infected with the virus. No, Fuji. Good luck. Go get your test done. I hope you are okay. Gamma, heyo, welcome. Thanks for dropping in. I hope you're all clear too, Fuji. I agree with Amazon's. If you convert $20 to galleons, you would have 2.7 galleons. Round up to 3. Happiness the game is a code name for Fallout New Vegas Ultimate Edition.
Oh, it's a donkey.
I'm not angry, I'm just disappointed. You going well with that speed run to get banned. Silence was still bothered for hours. I know, it is awful. It's really not great. Although apparently there's a less invasive version now. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood and was equipped with a top-of-the-line steel chainsaw? Assuming a woodchuck has the mental capacity and high enough intelligence quota to be able to operate said chainsaw in a safe manner that doesn't endanger himself or others, his ability to chop wood... Wait. No, it's not a matter of chopping wood, it's a matter of chucking wood, right? So his ability to chuck wood would be increased by his ability to chop up the wood into optimal sizes for chucking, thanks to his top-of-the-line steel chainsaw. I would estimate that in a matter of an hour, he would probably be able to chop possibly... I don't know, would we say 10 pieces of wood? Maybe even more than that. He'd probably be able to chop even more wood than that. Maybe 50 or so pieces of wood. And therefore, 50 pieces of wood per hour with the chopping, including time for their said chucking, because of course he needs to be able to chop the pieces of wood into small enough portions so that he is able to chuck it with his limited strength that a woodchuck does have. Famously, not all that strong little critters. Yeah, 50 sounds better. Yeah. I mean, we are dealing with a relatively low intelligence creature, but if this given woodchuck were of a high enough intelligence that it would be able to operate the chainsaw in a safe manner, then yes, we'd probably say about 50 pieces of wood. So yeah, I'd say roughly about 50, give or take. But then we have to allow time for breaks as well, because, you know, the union and everything, the woodchucks need to be able to have their coffee breaks and their smoke breaks, because for some godforsaken reason, some woodchucks still smoke cigarettes, so they need to be able to have their time to do that. So maybe I'd settle on like 45 on average as an estimate. Yeah, the union mandated woodchuck breaks. If one toucan can two toucans can too. Yes. Yes. Different woods are different strengths. Also, a small pine tree would take less time than an oak. That's true, that's true. So it also does depend on the kind of tree. There's too many variables. The fact is that there are too many variables, Corn Curls. We would need to conduct some serious tests with the scientific method to determine a true value that we can assign to the age-old question that you've posed to me, with the especially when we consider the addition of the top-of-the-line steel chainsaw. Would you guys like me to refund your points for those ones? Are there conditions up to OSHNA code? Exactly. You know, there's too many variables. There's too many variables. This is fun. Okay, good. Frantically trying to finish my video so I can do my thing. Yes, lovely. You do your thing. Do your thing. My brother always used to say, how much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Well, the woodchuck doesn't chuck. What is it? How did it finish? I'm sure there was like a thing, or maybe I'm getting confused with Fozzie Wozzie was a bear, Fozzie Wozzie had no hair, Fozzie Wozzie wasn't Fozzie Wozzie. We making my favorite Battlefront 2 map. Wait, tends to be a map in Battlefront 2. That's awesome. A hypothetical scenario: you watch a video of a friend. Okay, a friend named Saul, and in the video he is explaining he watched someone cut a jar of salsa with a saw. In this case, you could say, I saw Saul saw a saw. Saw a salsa. I saw Saul saw. I don't know if the last bit makes sense, does it? You watch a video of a friend named Saul, and in the video he is explaining how he watched someone. Okay, so I saw Saul saw a saw salsa. I'm not convinced. I feel like it could be improved, but I see where you're going with it. A woodchuck could chuck as much wood as a woodchuck could chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood. That's what it is. Yes, thank you, Brett. A woodchuck would chuck as much wood as a woodchuck could chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood. I think that's right. I think that's what he used to say. Need the Super Saiyan emote to convey how I feel right now about what illustrators. Oh, is it still giving you trouble, Darcy? Oh my goodness. Why don't you ask the stream for tech support? Is there anyone that uses Illustrator in chat right now? Yeah, have you tried percussive maintenance, Darcy? That tends to work for me. I saw Saul see a saw salsa. I don't know. I'm not convinced on that one. Double saw makes sense. Yeah, I can see that, but I don't know. I'm just not convinced. Dad's already tried to help me. If anyone knows what to do, it's him. I guess that's true. Well, then how have you not fixed it then? That's what was tripping me up, that we didn't. You know what? It's time to move on. It's time to move on. Oh, I'm still missing a piece from this. Okay. Oops. By the way, Darcy, we still have some stickers that you need to apply when you're not molding over Illustrator. Just noticed the title of today's stream. I had it planned from the start. I was like, well, it's gonna be a two-parter, so it's too perfect. Yeah, I feel like titles are usually like most viewers, like most followers probably don't even see the title most of the time when I think about it, because most of you just click onto the stream without worrying about it, but it's the new viewers that are more likely to actually see the title when they're checking out the stream for the first time, coming across it in the category while browsing, that sort of thing. I'm not going back into the whole soul thing. You want to build Lego, but I don't have anything I can build right now? I'm sorry. You could build some more elephants. I'm basically always in a perpetual state of wanting to build Lego myself, so I can relate to that. I'm impressed with the amount of detail going onto the underside of this thing. You're building a small Alright, go to the bathroom then, it's fine. We'll wait. You don't have much more parts? Dang. Do what I do and shop for more Lego, that's what I do. What Technic Arm? Oh, Technic Arm set. Like, what do you mean exactly? Is it like a crane sort of thing, or what? You got burned today, Corn Curls? How so? Set 42118 set number. I really need to find a bot that can look up a set automatically for us. That would be great. Oh, nice. That's really cool. Damn, that has some great pieces in it that I would love to get my hands on. I'm kind of obsessed with making... So you can see here, there's a lot of people here that haven't seen this before, I'd say. This is my Razor Crest, and I didn't like the way it looked on my shelf when it was just standing there. Financial advice from Square: buy everything you wang. This is a Razor Crest. I didn't love the way it was displaying on the shelf, so I bought this stand for it, and it looks so much better now. If I'll bring this way down, right? Beware of motion sickness. If I now put it back sort of here, maybe? Yeah, see, I feel like this displays so well now. I built this stand myself. It's my second version of it that I built. I initially made it really, really dense, and I ended up simplifying it a bit. But like, I'm obsessed with needing these kinds of arms and stuff now. But it was really fun decorating the base. I also built similar stands for my original trilogies, Y-Wing and X-Wing, which I think turned out really well too, but I don't have them here right now. But yeah, there we go. Yeah, I'm really happy with the stand as well. I did use a lot of parts that I kind of wish I had for other mocks now, but worth it. It's pretty good. I'm happy with it. And it puts it on a really nice angle. It's like got that, like, I want it to look like it was doing a sort of flyby on an angle. As you can see, it is kind of angled. Sorry that it's kind of tricky to get it on camera properly. But another thing I've been doing with these stands as well is putting a place to display minifigures that were included with the set that weren't necessarily given a place to be in the set. Yeah, there it is. It's a shame that you can't really see it on camera for most of the time during the stream. All right, look away if you get motion sick. Well, we're up higher than we were before. Is this good, or do you guys want to be closer in? How do you want it? Tell me where you want the camera, and I can adjust. Anytime, please. Don't tell me to put it up my butt or something though. I just want to like know how you want the angle to be. Prefer the wider angle, so like this is good then? All right, neat. Pin up slightly so we can see, so we could just look at the Razor Crest. We don't want to see the building. Let me just, there you go. Plant shopping is going to be fun. Yeah, girls trip. New Zealand is pretty. Road tripping there would be so nice. I agree, it would be. You had like 6 hours to kill because I overestimated how long it would take to get here. So between walking on beaches and unplanned trip to Rotorua, I killed most of it. You killed most of it. You're talking about your damn road trip, and you explained it earlier again, I'm sure, and I definitely missed it. Hello, Pykel Paragon. It's good to see you again. Sorry I missed you. The toughest tongue twister, leaf lifts. I know, it is really difficult for me. I'm catching up in chat now. I missed a hello, so that means you get it twice.
Hello?
And I think I missed Wee Jesus as one as well.
Hello?
So we'll just spam that button for a while. Did Corn Girls, did you end up? All right, here we go. I found it. Drove down the east coast through Mount Maungawi, then into Rotorua, back out to the coast, and I'm currently at the northern end of the East Cape. That's the sticky outy bit on the east side of the North Island. Oh, nice. Damn, that sounds like quite the road trip. Very nice. Man, you'd be seeing some beautiful stuff. I found the thing. I'm sorry if I butchered those pronunciations. Okay, look, I tried. What do you want from me? I dare you to try and pronounce names from Australia. Maunganui. Alright, you know what? I don't actually care. I tried my best. Whoa, bumping the camera and stuff. Alright, I'll leave it there. I'm never gonna get it right. I ain't a Kiwi. Okay? Now don't be mean. Don't be mean or I'm gonna get offended.
I'm offended, Kim.
Wounded even?
Hurt, Kim.
Exactly. I've wanted that one for so long. I'm so glad I finally added it. Maunganui? Maunganui. I want to say it sounds like it's pronounced similar to this school near where I used to grow up, but that would dox me. Trying to think of it, I never actually looked up what that school, why that school was called that. Making good progress now. You guys sure you don't want the camera like closer to what I'm doing here? You just want to be able to see it up on that angle? I could zoom in actually. Hey. Don't get a lot of zoom out of the settings on the camera, but you get a little. No? That just goes on there? Yes. Damn, Darcy, I'm sorry you didn't get to figure it out. If you want to see what I'm doing, you'll come visit. Alright, you do that. I look forward to it. Oh, I just realized this is the first engine. Heck yeah. Wow, a bit slow on the uptake, but all the same. Got to do another one now. When you think someone's posted a really long message in the chat for you, but it's just your bot. Trying to convince people to buy my merch. Good on you, chatbot. Squarebot, you're doing a bang up job.
That's rough, buddy.
People need to know about the merch. God damn it, Orlad. That was cruel. That was cruel. We do have a merch cord, we do have a Discord, we have all that stuff. Thanks, Conkills. You're doing God's work. I got distracted. Darcy, I may or may not have tried to film some time lapses of your drive today. Nice. Haven't checked them on the computer yet, and the phone decided to record them upside down. Okay, excellent. But we'll be posting them at some point. Awesome. I look forward to seeing that. That's a really good idea. The fighters story mode is killing you. I haven't got very far in the fighters in the story mode. This is your hourly reminder. Everybody buy Dragon Ball Fighters if it's on sale where you are, so that we can all play together. Please, it's only $21 to get it with the first pack of DLC. Just saying. Do we want some Uber Eats for dinner? Yeah, I think we should be a bit cheeky. I swear, since I've started streaming, Darcy, we've gotten Uber Eats so much more often. It's disgraceful. We should be ashamed of ourselves. And everyone that watches us knows when we get it, and they're gonna think that we get it all the heckin' time. But to be fair, you guys also see us post pictures of stuff that we cook, so you know that we do cook. You've never had Uber Eats in your life? See, that used to be me. Just a couple of years ago, that used to be me. Yeah, $21 Australian, Con Curls. It's not too far off. The exchange rate for New Zealand and Australia isn't too bad right now. Not if it's delicious, it's always delicious. Shotgun Sven, how you doing, dude? Darcy, shout out for Shotgun Sven. I saw you were streaming some GT before. How'd you go, dude? How's your stream? Did you win? Were you winning, son? Yeah, Darcy cooks, well, not daily, every second day. And then sometimes I cook. Sometimes. You only get it if someone gives me the money to do so. Yeah, fair. I'm too cheap to pay delivery. I can, yeah, we can relate, actually. We
Hello.
try to get it when the delivery is free. Came close to winning? Dang, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sure you'll get him next time. Duro, the idea of you being cheap amuses me. Yeah, what Nerd said. Alright, we've got our first two engines. Did I miss any parts? They look right. Oh, those other ones go on next. Oh, I forgot. I never actually put these on. How do I think I afford to pay to do Duro things? By not paying delivery. It's like if you don't buy smashed avocado on toast, you'll be able to afford a house. Don't worry about it. Oh, wrong thing. I'm always doing that when I'm meant to be pressing the zoom button. And yes, I believe in Shotguns Vent as well. Darcy, thank you for shouting out Shotguns Vent. I recommend everybody check out Shotguns Vent. He's a great guy. He's a good buddy, IRL. He plays a lot of, you were doing some, were you streaming Horizon? You were at one point, I think. Yeah, you were. You were also streaming, you stream a lot of GT with your like crazy setup and everything, Gran Turismo. And you do your Dark Souls and stuff occasionally. You got a great stream, dude. Everybody should definitely check it out. You believe in the me who believes in Shotguns Ven? Perfect. My goodness, this thing is gonna be massive. Look at this long boy. Hello. Look at this thing. I can't even fit it on camera. It's so long. It's awesome. Can't believe the sheer scale they went with. Wait, Jesus, what? It deleted your save file. How? How is that? How did that happen? Where is Dragon Ball FighterZ $21 Australian? On the eShop. Isn't the New Zealand eShop might have different sales? It's $21 on the eShop for the Ultimate Edition with the first DLC pack, Corn. Oh, Shotguns Ven just bought it. I made him double dip because he has it on PS4 already. Ryan, I am sorry. I discovered I had $20 credit left. Well, there you go. Excellent. Oh, Allad has it on PS4. I'm talking about the Switch version, yeah. Nintendo Switch eShop. Yep. Yeah, I also have it on PS4. I love playing it on Switch though, because the DLC goes on sale and it really works as a portable game. Although the loading times are quite long, it's fun to just be able to chill out with it a bit. I don't know, but let's just say I'm feeling more dead than ever. Dude, I'm so sorry. That sucks. To clarify, it's not on sale in Australia, in America apparently, possibly only in Australia. Oh, you went to Steam, $99, holy crap. See, this is why it's a good deal on Switch right now. If anyone can confirm if it's on sale in other countries, that would be great. This is a seriously long thing. I don't know, but let's just say I'm feeling more dead than ever.
You'll be dead.
He already is! He already is! Wait, Jesus, I'm so sorry. That is very, very... I don't understand how that could happen, how it would delete your save randomly. Are you playing it on Switch, Wait, Jesus? What game is it? There's a lot... We've brought it up a couple of times, and I feel like I'm going on about it too much, considering it's just a stupid game that I just enjoy playing sometimes, but it's Dragon Ball FighterZ. It's a 2D Dragon Ball Z fighting game, musically. Your laptop restarted because of a problem just as I was about to finish my editing. Tell me you saved. Tell me you saved, Lovely. Because Wee Jesus just lost a save file. I don't want you to. Because Wee Jesus just lost a save file. I don't want you to. Because Wee Jesus just lost a save file. I don't want you to. Because Wee Jesus just lost a save file. I don't want you to. Because Wee Jesus just lost a save file. I don't want you to. Because Wee Jesus just lost a save file. I don't want you to. Because Wee Jesus just lost a save file. I don't want you to. Because Wee Jesus just lost a save file. I don't want you to. Because Wee Jesus just lost a save file. I don't want you to. Because Wee Jesus just lost a save file. I don't want you to. Because Wee Jesus just lost a save file. I don't want you to. Because Wee Jesus just lost a save file. I don't want you to. Because Wee Jesus just lost a save file. I don't want you to. Because Wee Jesus just lost a save file. I don't want you to. Because Wee Jesus just lost a save file. I don't want you to. Because Wee Jesus just lost a save file. I don't want you to. Because Wee Jesus just lost a save file. I don't want you to. Because Wee Jesus just lost a save file. I don't want you to. Because Wee Jesus What's going to happen next is my computer going to freeze in the middle of the stream and it's going to crash. Because that literally happened last night. Last night after I finished streaming, I was just using the computer and the entire thing froze. Also, speaking of last night, it froze when I opened an email from OzBargain that was letting me know that the Lego Friends, like the TV show Friends set, had come in stock on Amazon, and it was only $70 or something. And I was like, oh, I want that. And I looked and it was already out of stock. So because I was streaming, I missed out on a damn bargain. Damn it. And that's when I saw the Mos Eisley thing. And still, I'm like, Mos Eisley though. But, you know, I'm not made of money. I'm meant to be waiting for the Barracuda Bay. Bag number 6. Yeah, Musically, it's not on sale in America. I think Bread looked it up before and said that it wasn't on sale in America. Yeah, no one told me life is gonna be this way, exactly. Mercury in retrograde 2021, January 30 to February 21. Take go haywire during this time. Amazons, can you confirm? You're our astrology expert. Alright, I'm gonna put that aside. And get this going. I mean, you guys, yeah, some new bag hype. We're up to bag number 6. Now your laptop won't turn on. Oh my god, lovely, please. Please. Wait, so is that actually a thing? Technology. So so because Mercury is in retrograde, we're expecting technology to go haywire? Because this is occurring to a lot of people right now. Thank you for all the hype, everybody. Amazing stuff. Look at all that hype. You guys are amazing. Because Mercury is in retrograde Mercury in retrograde is a complete storm. Okay, today I learned. So not just technology, but like everything in general. Phony, thank you so much for raiding, dude. How was your stream? What were you playing? What were you doing? Tell us about it. Thank you so much for coming on over. It's great to see you, my man. How are you enjoying this weather where it feels like it's going to be cold and then it just gets real hot? Oops, I just moved my camera. Hopefully that doesn't cause problems with the green screen or whatever. I'm always bumping it with my foot because the tripod like reaches under the table. Thank you so much for the raid, dude. I really appreciate that. People go psycho, animals lose it. I haven't gone psycho for at least a month. All right, do it. Look after yourself during Mercury retrograde. I'll try. I'll keep that in mind. I mean, I'll be honest. I don't really like enthusiastically subscribe to astrology and stuff, but it's like this for me. Amazon's really cares about it, and I care about Amazon's, so I care about astrology. You know? And I'm willing to take Amazon's word for this kind of thing, because she's an expert on this matter. Same with crystals and stuff. How's the build coming along well? Hey, Trucks! Yeah, it's going pretty well, actually. We're up to bag 6. Even though Mercury is in retrograde and is meant to be... it's going alright. It's going alright so far. Yeah, how are you doing, dude? It's on, but you put a post on Discord for anyone who wants to witness your pain? Uh-oh. On your Discord or mine? Your... Oh. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. I want to put it up on screen, but I'm not sure what screen it's going to share. Give me a second. Yeah, see, that's the wrong one. That's a fix. Nope, not that one. This one. Oh no, 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 no. Oh no. I don't like this. Guys? What is going on with Lovely's laptop? This is not good. It has done this before and it came back from it. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. Ah, beans. Well. Yeah, I can see you looking really sad in the reflection and it breaks my heart. It looks like to me it's a faulty monitor ribbon. Because my laptop once the screen stopped working entirely and it was because it had come dislodged, but if it was partially dislodged it looked like that. Either that or it's a graphics card. Although it's a MacBook, it probably just has integrated graphics. That is rough, dude. I hope it comes good for you promptly. Oh no. Same to a yes, you were probably included in the 100 gift sub bomb the other day. So for that you can thank Duro J. I know you just want to do the thing. I'm so sorry, Lovely. This is truly the worst timeline. I blame Mercury. I gotta catch up a little bit.
That's rough, buddy.
What are you saying is now is the perfect time for you to be on a road trip? Apparently, yeah. Carry an umbrella at all times, indeed. I have Gatorade season. I have 3 pieces that you might want, but they are small, and 2 are like tea pieces. Wait, like Lego pieces? Are you talking to me? Right, musically? Okay, so Phony's stream went pretty good. Gonna luckily not be 30 degrees all week, finally, yes. I don't know why, but even when it says I have multiple raiders, it says 0 raiders at the moment. I think it came up as 1. But you were playing... Oh, what were you doing in Dreams? Hey, Corn Curl, $16 in New Zealand isn't bad, right? That's still on sale, yeah? Is that for the base game, and then the version with the with the DLC will be like 22, 23 or so? Why would the ribbon going weird show the image multiple times? It could be like crossed contacts or something like that, right? Duro has done nothing ever. That's true. Duro has never cheered. He's never gifted a sub. He's not even subscribed. Anonymous did also do a gift sub bomb. That was Adrian. She did own up to it. She pranked me. Technology dying. Lego not able to buy. Hold on. This. I mean, this. There we go. Didn't screw it up. Playing people's creations they request. Nice. It said API error instead of what game I was playing when you got an SO the other day. Oh, geez, that is really annoying. That sucks. Oh, you have enough coins to get a DLC.
That's a bloody outrage, it is.
Wait, Jesus, I feel like I've already asked you and you've probably already answered, but just remind me, are you playing on Switch? I'm guessing you are, considering you're talking about coins on the eShop. It is a bloody outrage. All of this is a bloody outrage. It's a bloody outrage that Duro isn't even subscribed. He's never done anything. Exactly. That's an outrage. You are playing it on Switch. Right. Good. Cool. We'll be able to play together. Everybody that has the game on Switch or is buying it on Switch, can you post in the Discord in our games channel and just be like, let's play Dragon Ball FighterZ or something? I just want to know which one, who among us has Dragon Ball FighterZ, and we can like get a lobby going tomorrow maybe.
Nope.
Or don't as well. If you don't want to, you can also just be like, nope. That's fine too. Glad we're on the same page. Yeah, exactly. We're on the same page. You've never done anything. You're a lazy layabout moocher who has never cheered, never subbed, never done anything. Going to crisis mode, lovely. I hope you're okay. Let me know if there's anything I can do to help. I hope you'll be okay. Take care of yourself. And if it'll help, lovely, I can post on your Discord. Or Darcy could post on your Discord, or one of us could post and just let everybody know what's going on and that your stream might be late or something. Just let us know. Send me a DM if there's anything I can do to help and you don't want to share it here or whatever. These things happen, lovely. No one's gonna hold it against you if you're late or worse. It's fine. But check out some gameplay, and if it looks cool and the mother approves it, I'll get it. Bread, it isn't on sale in America though.
Wait, didn't Uro do that one thing that one time? Who did something at some point for someone in some place for some reason in some point of time?
No, Barnstar, I think you're confusing Duro with someone else actually. I don't think that was Duro that did that, no. Yeah, sorry Bread, it's not on sale in America. This seems to be on sale in Australia and New Zealand only. All right, yeah, go ahead musically. That's a good plan. What am I doing?
Did I hear people are late? Terrible naughty Thask one knife nah Jakes, do what you have to do.
You're late, bro. You're late to the party because we've already gotten past all that. Thanks for the 10 bits, Prom. I was already building when I wasn't done nulling. This is a disgrace. I got so distracted by you guys. I just started chatting and building when things weren't nulled. What the heck is wrong with me? If you all get games first, maybe you get sales first. Big brain wait 2 days for sales. Hey, you could be onto something there. Sometimes we do get games first. Back in the day, it used to be like, well, the game came out in America 6 months ago, but we're still waiting for it. Like Smash Bros was like a full Super Smash Bros Brawl on Wii was like a full 8 or 9 months or something before it came out here when it was already out in America. And that was the worst. I hated that. It may have only been like 6 or 8 weeks, but it felt like 6 or 8 months. I can't actually remember how long it was, how long the difference was, but it sucked. Because I had it pre-ordered, I was so damn hyped. Everything was spoiled for me by the time the game came out. But nowadays, we live in the future. It's the future, 2021. 2020X. And games come out at the same day worldwide, which means we usually get them a little bit earlier. And that, my friends, is awesome.
Your late Thask one knife 50 points from
Again,
Gryffindor.
we're past that, bro. Come on, you don't wanna upset me, okay? You don't wanna make me sad because then I'll be offended.
I'm offended, Kim.
Wounded even?
Hurt, Kim.
Exactly. Yeah, Mercury's in retrograde. That's why I was late. We blame it on Mercury with the Gatorade. Yeah, I'm forgetting to null properly. Exactly. I can't believe I started building already. That's worse than being late. Oh, you don't have enough coins after all? Dang. That sucks. Forgetting to null is a gateway drug? Wait, to what? We have a Mercury? We have a merchant? Yeah. That's another thing I really need to add still.
Are you cooking with your Lego Tawa Lego in a bowl?
Just gonna ignore that one. I need to make a note of merch in the. Okay, that's what I need to add. Another clip I need to add. What are you buying? Me? Nothing at the moment. I want to buy Mos Eisley. That's a lot of money. Oh my god, corn curls, please. I just get a little closer without like knocking everything. Hey, there we go. Who's mocking it? I'm not mocking it. Are you mocking it? The planet is out for blood? I ain't mocking anything, alright? I would never. I would never. Because Mercury be like...
You'll be dead.
Exactly. Crunch, crunch. I hate it. I hate it. What is this? What is this rumpus? Do not approve.
How dare you disregard my message so rude? Bible thump Darcy, magically slap him for me please, thank you, ahaha LMFAO.
Of course I'm gonna ignore your messages, you're a loose cannon. We have already established how rude I am. Magical slap, yeah, thank you. Oh, jeez. Well, it was a bit of lag, but I mean, you got me eventually. It hurt. Thanks a lot, Darcy. My calf hurts, now my cheek hurts too.
Prom and the rest of the square gang now leaving the room, ahaha.
Oh, everybody's leaving? Okay, see you guys.
Lego.
Ego?
Lego.
Nah.
Lego.
That messed it up.
Lego.
That messed it up. Buzz, my man, welcome in. How you doing, dude? Great to see you. I see you're excited for the Lego. Lego. Hey, Link! You're on lunch. You want to come say hi? Welcome. Great to see ya. Hope you're well. Always nice of you when you nice of you to jump in. Nope. 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 Nope, not having that. Nope. No. 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 Up with this, I will not put.
You'll be dead.
Hey, Mr. Bones. Welcome.
Hello.
Hello.
Do you want me to do some stickers?
We do have stickers for you to
I
do.
haven't done any for a long time.
You haven't done any at all for this set.
Wow, it's so warm in here.
It's very warm in
The
here.
rest of
It's all the
house is
lights.
like 10 degrees cooler.
It's all the lights. I need to go way back and find a picture for you. Not that far back. Actually, I think it was just at the end of... Yeah. Hi, Darcy.
You don't sound very enthusiastic about having me here.
What are you talking about? I'm always the most enthusiastic. Everybody is definitely greeting you. Here we go. Sticker sheet for you. Mr. Bones says, hi, Lady Square.
Hi, the bones.
Mm-hmm. So that his Hensons were denied. They were. He should know better. He's trying to get banned, but...
Hey Darcy, celebratory hands in the air. Celebratory hands in the
And
air.
I'll just skip the
Celebratory
nasty part of
hands
that
in the-
message, shall I? Prom said hi. Alright, now it's actually appropriate time for me to
Wow,
build.
Prom, that's not very nice.
Well, you see the sort of stuff I have to deal with from the Square Gang, Darcy? You see what I'm dealing with?
I see.
These scoundrels.
They're so mean to you.
They are really mean to me. I don't know how many times I have to press this button today.
I'm offended, Kim.
Wounded even?
Hurt, Kim.
How many times are you gonna make me play that clip? I mean, seriously.
Wow.
Wow. Square Guy is a boomer. Yes, and
I'm a boomer.
Darcy's more of a boomer than I am. At least I speak in emotes.
The Square Gang be rough.
Square Gang can be the loveliest, most wholesome place, and then next minute,
Bully.
it's just bully. It's just bully left and right. Bullies to the front of me, bullies to the back of me, whatever, however that goes. See,
Bullies all
boomer.
around you.
It's definitely been more than 3, Barnstar. I think it's been more like 4 or 5. Just bullies everywhere I look. Nothing but bullies. It's like high school all over again. You guys gonna make me cry. And then Darcy will cry.
That's true.
And then Maggie will laugh.
If he
She's such a
cries,
little
I'll
trooper.
cry.
We love you, Square.
Yeah, sure you do. You say that, but you don't
Also,
show it.
I want Barnstar to know that I'm no longer Darcy Bubble Dust.
No longer bubble dust.
I put a screen protector on my iPad yesterday, which is much bigger than applying a Lego sticker, and I did not get a single bubble. Not a single bubble. Thank
Not one!
That's the end of my announcement.
That is the announcement. Thank you, Darcy, for the announcement. 3 in the past hour. Okay, yeah, fair enough. Well, Corn Curls is very hyped for you.
Thank you.
Thanks for all the bits, everybody, even if you are bullying me. Darcy, no longer bubble dust, has triumphed.
I have.
And before you get a bubble on that sticker you're doing right now.
No. Never.
I don't know.
Never.
Mercury's in retrograde. Gatorade or something. I'm not an astrologist. I'm not a clever man.
Disclaimer. I'm not an astrologist. Okay, I've done those ones.
That's all for now. That's all I've
Oh,
got.
really?
Yeah.
I thought there was more from the other stuff.
Oh, there is, but that's out there.
Oh, it's okay. I won't worry about that.
LMFAO, LMFAO, LMFAO,
I
LMFAO,
just
we
want
not
to keep
bullying,
up to
how
date
dare
with
you.
the stickers. Let me know if there's...
Will do. Thank you.
Are you hungry at all?
Yeah, a little.
I might order some. Do you care what I order?
You know what I like. Same thing as last week's fine.
Maybe I'll do that. See how I feel. I'll see what has free delivery. Get something.
Mm-hmm. Whoa.
I'll let some cool air in. Can you feel that?
I just like to draw everyone's attention to the top left corner of the screen where you can see the door swinging wildly. Just under the chat there.
I'm trying to fan some cool.
Musically says, Darcy, don't leave.
But I can't stay forever. This isn't my stream.
It's not her stream.
I don't want.
One day she'll start her own stream with blackjack and hookers. Then you'll all be happy.
It's too much pressure being a streamer.
You get bullied a lot.
Handle it. Yeah, I can't handle bullying. Yeah.
Apparently,
Are we gonna get food from Darcy?
apparently everyone's getting
Celebratory
food from
hands
you,
in
not
the
just
air.
me.
Oh. Oh, I need to check Discord.
Okay.
Apparently. Oh yes. Musically wants to show you some parts that she got.
Ooh. Very nice. I think I have some like that in the Technic drawers down there.
Square guy, I am willing to prove my love for you. Hey there, did you get hurt falling from heaven? Do you have a little funny bone in you? Do you want one?
That's pretty naughty, bro. I like it. I like it. Thanks, bro.
We can eat Troy's food, aha, a Troy gets a chip.
One chip, that's all I get. SMH. SMH. Oh well. It's more than I get when Darcy shares. Am I still zoomed? Nope. That brightness is making it hard to really see the studs on this angle. Look at that, it just goes completely white. Have you met Darcy before? Yes. I'm pretty sure Darcy came with me to the birthday party where we gave you the framed underwear trucks. Oh, this one needs greebling. My favorite.
Dickpokey. Apologies for that randomness, I just wanted to check and see how badly Brian would butcher that word. Knowing him, it must have been pretty bad.
I don't know, it seemed okay to me.
I flunked out of kindergarten several times.
Whoa, you
But
can't
then
be
again,
saying
so
that.
did I.
Can't be saying that about my boy Brian. I've been trying to study, but I have really sore eyes and they keep glazing over. That's me literally every day at work. Literally every day. Darcy just left. TSG has another sticker. You can come back whenever you're ready, Darcy. I think there's 2 stickers for this part. That is pretty impressive timing. Alright, everybody's getting their wish. Darcy's coming back. The build went well during the stream. You just decided that streaming LEGO isn't for you. Oh, okay. Thank you so much for stopping by earlier. No, I was very happy to. I was having a really good time hanging out. I'm sorry I couldn't hang around for longer, but I had stuff I had to do this morning. But I'm sorry to hear that you don't feel like streaming LEGO is for you, but I hope you had fun doing it all the same. And welcome into the chat, by the way. It's really good to see you again, lady. Would you prefer me to call you lady or cinnamon? I feel like being like, hey lady, hey listen, question lady. This isn't really what I do, okay? I sell keyboards. No, I play keyboards. Damn it. I was so close to a perfect quote. Welcome back, Darcy. I have stickers for you. Oh.
And that's why she showed them to you.
Oh, the shipping from America for like 4 pieces of Lego would not be worth it. That's quite alright musically. Thank you very much for the offer. Barnstar gifted a sub to Lady Cinnamon. Thank you so much. Barnstar, that's so sweet of you. I need to go through and take a photo of this sticker for you. Thank you, Barnstar. I'm sure Lady of Cinnamon will deeply appreciate that and enjoy the emotes.
I won't use double entendres at the expense of the Chinese. For China is a country that can bring me to my knees.
I'm not sure I get it. I'm not sure I get it. I'll give you the pictures as well. I guess I won't just put my phone down after taking the photos. Hey, Between the Bricks, how you doing, dude? Oh, Darcy, bad timing again. I'll shout him out.
Oh, no, I can do it.
I'll shout him out. I'll do it. Don't even worry about it.
Oh, it's hard work. I don't know if you can handle it.
Oh, I know. Usually I do screw it up somehow. Everybody should follow Between the Bricks. If you like Lego streamers, you should go follow a real Lego streamer, not an amateur like me. Yes. Everybody just heard me say yes. They probably didn't hear you whisper your part. Between the Bricks is an awesome guy. Awesome guy. And you should definitely go follow him. He's a serious Lego streamer. Unlike me, just amateur hour in here. How you doing? Oh, you already told me. You're good? I'm pretty well, yeah. Everybody's been bullying me, but you know, I get that. That's just typical around here. Yeah, we're just vibing. We're just hanging out, building this sweet baby, and, you know,
Don't
getting through the day.
I'm a fan of Miss Square.
Hello?
What's with all the epic Lego streamers coming in at the same time? Because now we've got... Monkers. Now we've got Supercomputer here. And there's an A at the end as well. Yes! Super! Welcome in! How you doing, dude? Everybody should definitely follow Super as well. I have been hanging out in his stream lately, and it's a really good time. Highly recommend. Highly recommend. What was I... I'm saving them for when I can send you stuff because I have doll stuff to send to Darcy. Oh, I see. I mean, include whatever you want, I guess. Whichever one you want is fine. Honestly, I'm thinking of changing my Twitch name soon. It was a name I use on your old Destiny clan. Hey, I mean, it's a cool name, but, you know, do what you want. I'm certainly familiar with people in the chat changing their usernames, Barnstar. But, yeah, I mean... Oh, heck! Bruh. Coming in here. With that big time raid from King Saru himself, your majesty. Welcome. Welcome. I bow to this guy. I bow to this guy and he still misses the station. You have one job and it is to arrive at the station in a prompt and enthusiastic manner. And yet you can't... Jesus! Oh my god. Okay, well, I guess you can arrive enthusiastically. Thank you so much, King Saru, for raiding on in, bringing in Sack Brick Guy. How you doing, dude? And Panfred Dude. Oh my god, I know all these people. We got Handplant in here. Okay, maybe I don't know Handplant. We've got Supercomputer coming in as well. Cheeky Super came in first before the raid. Amazing. Gets you every time. I'm glad that you always appreciate it because I think the rest of the viewers are getting a little bit tired of that one. But me every time. This is me every time I press that button, right? This one. That's me internally. That's what's going on in my head every time I get to play that clip. I love it every time. All that likes it, at least. All that likes it. Guys, thank you so much for rating. How is the rest of your build? Wait, have you finished? Have you finished Ninjago Gardens yet? Was today the day? You've been gone for quite a while. Did you finish it, my man? Who's bullying me? Oh, everybody, Link. Everybody's bullying me. King Saru's bullying me by skipping the station, as you just saw. Also, when I jumped, I bumped the camera